put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, and welcome to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. It is Tuesday, the 19th day of August, 2025, and we're coming to you live from the Port Mall here in Scarborough, Tobago. I am Adana Kumbi, and this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it.
And I am Akinlabi Holder, and it's good to be here. Yes, another day, the second day of the work week, Adana. We're slowly getting there. We're slowly getting to Friday. I know people like to count down the days, the church, the weekends. But you know what? Let's tackle today with all our energy and fervor. What do you think?
That's right. You're kind of rushing the weekday. I had me hopeful. I'm thinking almost at the end. What? I'm thinking it's almost Friday. But
you know how the days going these days? Yes. When you blink, you wake up.
That's
you
right.
Open your eye. It's Friday.
That's right. But we're taking our time. We're cruising to get there because there's much to talk about, much happening in our local spaces, things that we have to talk about, bring to the fore, things that we need to inform our viewers about, whether good, bad, or indifferent. We need to have conversations. So we're taking our time. We're taking our time to get to Friday to ensure that the people get all the information this morning. And you know, viewers, we're always so happy that you tune into us and you listen to the information we bring and that you're a part of the conversation. You know, I like it when our viewers leave their comments on our Facebook live stream, and even when they see us in public and they say hello to us. In fact, I'm going to take this moment right now to say thank you very much to the supervisor at Penny Savers branch in Canaan. The pharmacy, in fact, the supervisor there at the pharmacy yesterday, I went to find the product. It was not on the shelves, and the staff went to get the supervisor. She went above and beyond to help me. I mean, they still did not have it, but she was able to help me to find another location where I could get it. So I want to say thank you. Thank you to the supervisor there at the pharmacy at Penny Savers in Canaan branch. So, of course, we have good people and good things are still happening, and we still have a lot to celebrate. There are good people around on the island of Tobago.
Yes, of course.
All right. So before we continue our conversations here in studio this morning, we have to head on over to the news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Adana. Here is your news in 90 seconds for Tuesday, 19th August 2025. We start with some news of crime. A chopping incident occurred last night on the Scarborough Esplanade. Reports indicated that Derek Williams from Trinidad had one of his hands severed and sustained multiple chop wounds to his head. Williams was transported to the Scarborough General Hospital for treatment. Further details will be given in a subsequent newscast. Up next, concerns have emerged in Tobago over the reliability of the island's ambulance fleet. The Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection announced that the ambulance will undergo routine inspections, assuring the public that emergency services will not be disrupted as replacement units will be on standby. While Secretary Dr. Faith Brebner emphasized the importance of reliability, Minority Leader Kelvon Morris criticized the move, arguing the checks suggest malfunction rather than maintenance, calling the situation tricky and disgraceful. And finally, questions are mounting over the Trinidad and Tobago's police services handling of threats to Defense Minister Wayne Sturge, as the opposition questions why no arrests have been made despite detailed intelligence. Opposition leader Penelope Beckles-Robinson criticized authorities for failing to act on intelligence linking a lawyer, two illegal quarry operators, and a senior military officer to the alleged plot. She said the inaction undermines public confidence and contradicts government claims that citizens are safer. Enhanced security has since been implemented for Sturge and his relatives, and standards for ministers of the national security. And that was your news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Biana, for our news there in 90 seconds. And you know, we're talking about the first news story, Akinlabi, that chopping incident taking place yesterday evening. I saw some images. I don't know if you saw.
I didn't. I saw the blurred out ones on social media. And
it's a very difficult conversation to have this morning because, one, we're in a state of emergency. Two, we're in Tobago. And you know, we've had a period where we've had so much peace on the island. We've had events, we've had no incidents in the events taking place over the past couple of months, weeks and months. And now to come to, we even have a police mobile unit in the heart of Scarborough now. So when I'm thinking about all of these elements and then this situation happening, it's a little bit, I'm concerned, I'm worried. We don't have all the details as it relates to how the incidents occurred, you know, and I'm hoping that we could get some more information. But it is troubling. It is troubling that that situation took place in Scarborough, the heart of Scarborough, yesterday evening. I don't know where you guys are, you know, where that is concerned.
Yeah, like you said, it's always disheartening. So when our peace is shattered with these bouts of violence, and you know, coming out of last year, we've had such a huge reduction in the levels of violence on the island, and I think that, you know, Tobagoans were starting to really enjoy the levels of peace that we were having throughout the island over the past couple of months. And for something so gruesome as you know, dismembering somebody with a cutlass, it sort of kind of shakes you and disturbs the general public. So I agree with you.
In terms of this situation, yes, it is disheartening. And while we're stressing on the fact that, you know, the mobile unit is in the heart of Scarborough, the time in which the incident occurred, which was last night, is it that the mobile unit, what's their time frame for being around? I don't think they're there in the night time. I could be wrong, could be corrected, but in terms of their time frame, what time they're there to start and end?
Yeah, the mobile unit isn't active those times of night, but the point is that a visibility, I mean, it seems as if there's no respect or regard for the police. I know the unit isn't operational at those, you know, the nighttime hours, but I feel as if we don't have a sense. Just yesterday I was driving through Scarborough, and you know, when you come around that corner by KFC, by the port there, you either merge to go across to Wilson Road, or you head down to Old Milford Road. And sometimes people just jump in any lane and go anywhere and switch over and do whatever they want to do. And while I was coming in, the traffic was building up a little bit, and it's because there was a police officer there telling people how to drive properly. And if you just do the correct thing, then there will not be a build-up. If you just do what you're supposed to do, the officer, the build-up was there because persons were swerving in and out. And when they got to the end and realized the officer was there, now they're trying to jump out of the lane and go into the correct lane. And that is what is causing the pile-up. So it's like, it's almost as if we just need to see some measure of discipline over us for us to behave in the right manner. And that is the thing that is troubling and concerning. So we need to have some sorts of conversation or some sort of intervention for cultural and behavioral changes. And I keep saying this on this program time after time after time. So I'm hoping that change will come. But we do wait for the report from the TTPS to see what is happening there. When we do have them in studio again, we will have that conversation with them to see where we are and where we are going.
Yes.
Right? Bianna, thank you so much for being on set with us this morning and bringing us the news in 90 seconds. We do hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Same to you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the morning where we celebrate with those who are celebrating. It's time for our birthday shout-outs. And of course, you know that's our favorite time. We do love a good celebration. In fact, every time there's something to celebrate at Tobago Updates Television, we all here are very, very happy. And this morning, we want to say happy birthday to Sophia. Sophia Blake is celebrating her birthday today. And so we say happy birthday to you, Sophia. We do pray God's blessings upon your life, and we do hope that you have a wonderful, amazing birthday today.
And we continue the celebrations by saying happy birthday to Miss Carice Williams Baber. Or is it Barber, which I hope I got that right. Happy birthday to you. This is your special day. Yes, today is the day that you bless this earth with your presence, with your existence. Celebrate it and celebrate it well, celebrate it safe. Give God thanks, give him praise for keeping you for another year, and pray that he keeps his hand on you for the rest of your life. Happy birthday to you.
That's right. And of course, you know, even though we don't have your photographs, We still join in the celebration with you, whether you are celebrating a birthday, an anniversary, a promotion, a new car, a new home, you're migrating, you had a baby, you got married, whatever you are celebrating, we join in the celebration with you and we remind you to put God first because He's the sole reason why there's even anything for you to celebrate. Akinlabi, who are we having conversations with this morning?
All right, so this morning we're having conversations with Mr. Endu BC Hall, who is the coach, and Benjamin Camino, who is the athletic male captain, as well as Miss Jalia Celestine, the female captain. And they're going to be talking about the Carifta Triathlon Mixed Relay Aquathlon Championships that's going to be held in Tobago later this month. And then after that, we're going to have Mr. Cleon McPherson, who is the founder of RE Promotions, and he's going to be talking about his 10th annual charity initiative. And finally, we're going to talk about a little culture here. And we're going to have one Mr. Tony Burton, who's a singer, songwriter, and soca artist. And he's going to be talking about his single for the upcoming Tobago Carnival called Tobago. And that is what we have lined up for the show this morning.
Of course. Thank you, Akinlabi. And of course, I hope you viewers can stay with us as we have the conversations this morning. Before we go for a break, we did forget yesterday to say congratulations to all the students who received their results from CSEC and CAPE. Many, many congratulations. I know quite a few young persons who sat the exams and they are happy. Their parents are happy. They are proud. So congratulations to all of you. Continue to fly the flag high, continue to do your best wherever you find yourself in the next couple of months and years. Continue to shine and be the best version of yourself. We are proud of you and we're rooting for you for whatever area you want to get into as you pursue your career and your future endeavors. All right, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're right here in Tobago, Trinidad, the Caribbean region, wherever you are in the world this morning, we have to go for a short break, but we want you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Springs. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
Courts is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Courts Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Courts Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
TNTech is pleased to advise that its Roxborough Service Center has reopened. Starting Monday, 10th March, customers can once more visit the Roxborough Administrative Building to pay TNTech bills, request new connections, and more. TNTech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meats served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television, and thank you so much for staying with us. We're going to start off with sports this morning, and we're talking about all things Carifta. This morning we have on the line with us Mr. Benjamin Camino. He's an athlete and a male captain, and Jalea Celestine, a female captain. We're talking about the triathlon, mixed relay, aquathon championships for the Carifta Games. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning and welcome. Morning. All right, thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. All right, welcome to the program, and thank you for being on air with us this morning. We're talking about Carifta Games 2025. So tell us, I mean, the excitement is building. People are preparing for the events taking place here in Tobago. And we want to go through the conversation this morning. We want to understand exactly what the expectations are, what your roles are in the events.
My expectation for the event is just to put out my all and do my best, especially with Carifta being in Trinidad this year. And I want to showcase how I could be the best athlete as of right now. And in my personal opinion, I feel that we have done the course many times, so we have more of an advantage over other people that may not have done the course. So we definitely have an opportunity to do our best this year.
All right. What in terms of preparation, because you said, you've done the course before, in terms of preparation, how has it been for you? When did you start the preparation? What are some of the things you had to sacrifice? Because I'm sure you had to give up some things to ensure that you are fit and ready to be a part of the games.
Personally, I had to give up obviously going out with my friends because training was every single day all the time, morning and afternoon. So I really had to prioritize myself and put myself first rather than wanting to go and do stuff with other people.
Mr. Benjamin, you also are, a part of the games. Tell us, is this your first time being a part of the Carifta Games, or is it something that you two are used to?
I wouldn't say it's something that I'm used to. This is only my second year. This is only my second Caribbean Games that I'm attending. My first year was last year in Barbados. It was held in Barbados. So yes, I'm excited for the second year this year.
And what are some of your expectations, or what are some of the things you're looking forward to the most?
My expectations are I've been training hard. We've been training hard for the past few months, so it's just to execute everything that we've been practicing, give out 100%, and I'm hoping to secure points for our team to hopefully place us higher above all the other countries.
And for each of you, what are your specialty events in the upcoming games? Because we know that you're captains of the male and female captains of the team, but in terms of your specialty events, what are they?
So the events consist of a triathlon, a aquathlon, and a mixed relay. A triathlon consists of 3 disciplines: swim, ride, and run. And then there's the aquathlon, which consists of a swim and a run only. And then the mixed relay is different, as there are four people, two male, 2 female, and they all do a mini triathlon. They each do 1 mini triathlon altogether.
Okay.
But what area, I think what Akinabi was asking is, what area is your strength?
Your strength, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. My strength is most probably the swim. I tend to come out in front with majority of people. That's it, the swim.
All right. And we see Mr. Ndubu BC Hall joining us, who is a coach. I hope I pronounce your name correctly, and if I haven't, feel free to correct me. In terms of preparing the team and the individuals for the games, what has it been like for you, ensuring that you coordinate well, that you identify the skills, and you drill down to ensure that they are ready for performance day?
Hi, good morning, all. It's Indu BC, so it was very close. I would say that the task for us as coaches, because we have a team of coaches, has been very easy. The head coach, Coach Rihanna, we began something last year, and last year also being my first year, we used some of the club coaches and also other coaches, and we came together as a collective unit to ensure that we got the science right for these athletes to go there and do their best.
And Mr. Hall, just tell us, was this the size of the contingent this year for the Carifta Games, and how has Trinidad and Tobago performed in these games over the years?
So we have 34 athletes for the 3 different age groups: the 11 to 12, the 13 to 15, and the 16 to 19. Last year we copped gold in the 20 to 21, silver also in the 20 to 21, and I believe, if my memory serves me correct, we placed 5th, 7th, and 6th. 5th, 6th, 7th, or 5th, 7th, and 8th in the 16 to 19 age group in the triathlon, and 3rd in the 13 to 15.
So I know that teams usually set goals and targets for whatever competition or tournaments they're participating in. And what are some of the targets that the coaching team has set for Team TNT going forward into these Carifta Games?
Well, I believe any coach with any team would want podiums, and obviously being this team being at a home advantage, we'd love to see coming out of every age group the athletes being on the podium, we know for sure we would like to make a promise for a goal in the relay. And just a bit of information, the relay for this event is also an Olympic event, and this being an event given permission from the World Triathlon body to be held here, gives the athletes points moving ahead in their triathlon or multi-sport career. In the 11 to 12, we have great hopes because these young athletes are young and vibrant and ready to go. Also in the 13 to 15 and the 16 to 19, we really hope for the best for them because they have been putting out a lot in training for the last 3 months.
Mr. Hall, or even the athletes, you mentioned the home advantage. In terms of having the games at home, how does it impact your performance in terms of knowing that I am on my home ground, I have the advantage, and I'm going out there? How does it make you feel as an athlete and also as a coach to know that you are in your home space, a space that you have trained and that you're comfortable with? Is that going to impact your performance at all?
Well, I believe as an athlete, it gives you a sense of comfort because one, you're home. And as a coach, what you would expect is maximum support from everyone. Come out and just, as small as clapping your hand and rain on the athletes. We as the coaches, it takes some ease off of us because now the athletes has that extra support component.
All right. Well, we of course wish the absolute best to you, coach, the entire coaching body, or the athletes, team TTO. We always support Trinidad and Tobago. In case you're not aware, here at Tobago Updates Television, once Trinidad and Tobago is taking a stage, we put our full support behind our team, and so we say the very best. We look forward to some goals. Yes, we want to see some goals, but however you are placed, just know that the support is there. Tobago is going to come out, and we are going to cheer you guys on, and we wish you the absolute best. We say thank you so much for joining us this morning, and we will see you again at the games.
Thank you very much for having us.
Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with Coach Hall and two of our athletes for the Carifta Games, which will be held, I think it's from August 23rd and 24th in Tobago. The triathlon is taking place, and of course, we wish them the best. Akinlabi, I'm not a sports person by any means. I don't have coordination for sporting, but sports is something that kind of brings people together.
Yes, and sports tourism is very important.
Yes.
It's one of the, I know for the Tobago House of Assembly, it's one of those thrusts that they're making to really delve into that arena of sports tourism. And it opens up a wide range of possibilities and means of revenue earning for persons on the island. And to see that the Carifta Games coming to Tobago so soon after the Duds Diving Championship is very heartening to see. And I know that Trinidad and Tobago is particularly strong in swimming in the shorter form. I'm not too sure how well they perform in the longer form of the game, but as the coach would have said, they won a couple gold and silver in the last edition, and we just wish Team TTO the best. That's right.
So we look forward to the events taking place, and of course, Tobago, you can come out and support. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to go for a short break before we continue conversations, and as we go, we invite you to help us.
Share the live, share the live, share the live.
We'll be right back.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look Speak up below, 'cause this is your show.
Skibidi bang bang, yours truly do be representing for Neon, a tribal affair by Highlighter Entertainment. We are here.
Tobago, are you ready? Highlighter Entertainments, Neon, a tribal affair. Costume sales are live. Register now at highlighterentertainment.com. This is Carnival meets culture. Rhythm meets rebellion. Neon is calling. And your moment is now. Light up the night.
I jamming on the pavement with Neon.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and the service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show, and thank you so much for staying with us. We continue conversations this morning, and we speak with Mr. Cleon McPherson. He is the founder of RE Promotions, and you know it's almost time for back to school, and he's coming to talk to us about helping some children with the things they need for their back to school. It's the RE Promotions 10th annual charity initiative. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Of course, a pleasure. And of course, I must say thank you so much for the work that you are doing. There are so many people who are out there in need, and they suffer in silence because there's no space for them to go, no place, nobody to support them. So I must say thank you to RE Promotions for this initiative, and you are in your 10th year. I'm sure it's not without challenges.
Yeah, definitely. And you already know the economic climate that is going on. What we usually do is from various events, we raise funds and then we usually buy in terms of various school items. What we try to do is not just school essentials, but we also do hampers as well. We try to follow up with certain families even after the fact of the event, because a lot of times, even, this initiative in general has been widespread, and as well other persons or groups do it as well, but usually there's no follow-up to see how the families are going, and different resources to get them into. So what we usually do, we have a full line of a program. So actually this year our featured speaker is Dr. Alina Williams. So what we try to do every year, connect the families that not only in need, but we try to focus on even mental health this year, because it's not only financially they may be struggling, but also mental as well.
And it's really good to take the holistic approach, because as you rightfully said, and I have seen where people host events or they do a charitable initiative and they give. And then that's the end of the relationship. So maintaining the relationship is important. But I want you to speak to why you think it's important to maintain the relationship and to do the follow-up with the families that you help out.
Usually times, the various families, sometimes they may not have, the knowledge of what places out there for they to engage in, or even just to see, because sometimes things will be hard, and for them to know that there's someone there to support, they will not give up. And then what we try to do, even each year, we identify even certain families that would have gone through certain situations, so probably house fire or death in the family. So sad enough, like last year we would have assisted a family that unfortunately, the lady that would have died in the tank and that kind of thing, we would have assisted her children in that sense. So we see that sometimes, if you reach out, sometimes it could lead to success, it could lead to prosperity, or just hope in a general basis.
And this year, Mr. McPherson, how many families the organization is targeting to help?
Right, so we usually do 100 families, right? Wow. So what we do, we usually collaborate with education to get various listing. We also do our research as well, and then we would have follow-ups or persons from before. But what I tried to do at the end of the day, even families from before, I would still assist certain kids, but I would always try to give priority for persons that new coming in. Okay. But I would still always have packages even after. So even after the event, I usually have a lot of persons coming to me after. And it's kind of very difficult to say no. So I always try to see where I could facilitate in where possible.
In terms of the collaborative efforts, I know you spoke about getting the list from education. In terms of persons contributing, because this is a massive initiative, you're talking about 100 families, you're talking about school supplies, basic needs for the home, the family itself, and you're talking about 100 families. A family is not one person.
Yeah,
so how do you meet these needs in terms of finding the resources and packaging them together to hand out to these families?
Mostly is on our own. What I try to do, we have got assistance from the THA in the past, but what I try to do is try to facilitate where I could, because a lot of companies, however, try to depend or even put their eggs before and think, okay, well, I would get funding here, and then it falls through, and then now you're in a kind of quandary. So I always try to cover where I could in that basis, and then I work from there. So it's a 10th year, so I would have certain shortcuts where I would do and get that done. So yes, the certain business communities also assist us in some tangible form, but most times it's on us.
And have you seen a growth in corporate Tobago being interested in partnering with you over the years?
Sometimes, but I know definitely some of the corporates under pressure too as well. So it's not to say that I don't understand the challenge from them as well, right? So where it'll be I always try to see where I could assist. We usually do we usually pre-package. So depends on the age of the child, the gender as well. We pre-package the bags. So with the various stationery items, the school books and that kind of thing.
So the event itself, I want to talk about the event itself. What is the format of the event?
Right, so the format is not just, a come and receive. It's a full format. So we actually have performances. We have Kashif Wilson, Shaquille Brooms, and Yosh Entertainment. So the children itself now have that kind of engagement as well. And then later in the have, when it finishes, we have a little refreshments and that kind of thing. So it's not just to come and receive, but you also have where you could participate and enjoy a little entertainment while you receive something.
And the feature speaker will be at that event as well?
Feature speaker will be at that event as well. I just thought it would have been important at this stage because I think mental health is really overlooked in society in general. And then sometimes we don't know what somebody is going through. And then we try to say, okay, why they're acting so, but you don't know. You don't know the challenges someone is going through at the end of the day. So we're trying to bridge a gap where that, to not only assist these families where they might be struggling financially, but mentally as well, where they could be able to cope with the challenges they're encountering at this point in time.
And moving forward with RE promotions and the work that you do with the charity initiative, do you have an eye towards partnering with other NGOs that have a same initiative around this time of the year?
Well, the thing about it, what we do, because some NGOs might reach out to us and ask if we still have package, and I'll give. Once I know I have, I would give. So it is no problem to me in terms of collaborate or even assist, because they might reach someone that I didn't able to reach, right? So I always try to do where that, because it's not us alone in the thing, is all of us try to do a collaborative effort to help Tobagonians that might not be on the best footing at this point in time.
And in terms of, I want to go back a little bit to follow up, right? After you've done this and you follow up, have you had feedback from some of the families who came back to say, listen, this help that this pull out that you give me, it changed my life, it changed my mind, it helped me in this kind of way that kind of allowed me. Did you get that? Have you ever had that type of?
Yeah, definitely. And then sometimes when you engage with the families, you realize that just like how lucky you are, because there are even some families that have to choose between that have to feed me kids or come to the event, that kind of way. So even I've dropped home individuals already that even would have received hampers and that kind of thing, because it'd be difficult for them to reach home. So definitely we know we do not impact in some way or some form. So just seeing that they're able to receive something and grateful for is just a push in, for us to keep on going.
All right. Well, tell us when the event is taking place. And I know you targeted 100 families, but tell us a little bit more in terms of the accessibility, how many persons can come and stuff like that.
Right. So it's this Thursday at Shaw Park, the 21st. It starts at 5 p.m. If, persons in need still require packages after the event, we could see where we could facilitate it, because I always do extras just in case individuals come and they probably might need something as well.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Again, I must say thank you for your part that you are playing, your societal responsibility, and we do hope that more NGOs, more of corporate, more of Trinidad and Tobago will come forward, because there are so many things that we can do to help. It might not necessarily be from your pocket, it could be your time, it could be, whatever your talent is that you could give to somebody who might be in need. And as we always say, if you can help just one person, why not do it? So congratulations to you and the RE Promotions team. Keep up the good work and keep encouraging others to do the good work as well.
Thank you very much.
All the best to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with Mr. Cleon McPherson. He is the founder of RE Promotions, and as you are aware, the charitable event is taking place this Thursday. If you are able to help in some way, small or large, help somebody along the way. We have to go for a short break before we continue conversations, and as we go, we invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
Skibidi bang bang, yours truly Juby representing for Neon, a tribal affair by Highlighter Entertainment. We are here.
Tobago, are you ready? Highlighter Entertainments, Neon, a tribal affair. Costume sales are live. Register now at highlighterentertainment.com. This is Carnival meets culture. Rhythm meets rebellion. Neon is calling. And your moment is now. Light up the night.
I jamming on the pavement with Neon.
So guys, there are some new developments in housing in Tobago. So it's goat racing time. This is 116, the show that keeps you in the know with all things Tobago House of Assembly. Each week, 116 delivers a fun and engaging overview of the latest developments, achievements, activities, and events of our dynamic assembly. So join me. Let's dive into the Tobago House of Assembly's Week in Review right here on 116.
Dots Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meats served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
TNTech is pleased to advise that its Roxborough Service Center has reopened. Starting Monday, 10th March, customers can once more visit the Roxborough Administrative Building to pay TNTech bills, request new connections, and more. TNTech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Somebody say, yeah, yeah. Even though you love Tobago, let's put your hands in the air. You just love Tobago. Yeah, you love Tobago. Somebody said Tobago. I want to bring on a gentleman. Anybody know about Jackie Johnson, Excel? Or remember that band from Tobago? Or remember Atlantic? All of my youth man used to sing with them name Burton. All I want to hear Burton, 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 come. Somebody said Tobago, Tobago, Tobago. Yo, I know. Hey, all trucks ready to roll. Stay back on the road. Behind the truck, come like we now. On the road, come like now. On the bumper. When I say big traffic, you say no. Tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick. Hey, Tobago, Tobago, Tobago. It's that time again. Tobago, Tobago, Tobago. Now we call your friends. Tobago, Tobago, Tobago.
Back to the Tobago Updates Morning Show, and you saw there Mr. Tony Burton performing his 2025 hit Tobago at the recently concluded Tobago Day celebrations in New York, and we have him on the line this morning to talk to us about his release for the Tobago Carnival with the song Tobago. Good morning and welcome, sir.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, everybody. It's always good to really connect. And actually, I just got back. I just got back from Tobago Day in Brooklyn. I just got home about midnight. So 4 hours after I'm connecting with Tobago people. It was a great experience. Great, 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 it gives me the opportunity to really connect with family, friends, and even people in the art form, and getting the opportunity to deliver the song first time since we released it last week. And it was a great atmosphere. Tobago they did an amazing job this year. Everything was in place. It was amazing, man.
Okay, so Mr. Burton, you have this 2025 hit for Tobago Carnival you bring out, and you call it Tobago. So just tell us, what is this song about? What was the inspiration for this song?
Well, the inspiration actually wasn't a song that was on the platform for Carnival 2025 in Tobago. I had other songs, but the conversation came up with myself and my colleagues. They were like, Burton, if you're going to Carnival this year, maybe you should let's think about doing a song that really would connect with Tobago people, the culture itself, from this year moving forward. So I was like, he's like, it could be a song about the events and all of that stuff. I born and grew up in Tobago. I've performed there. That's where I started my musical career. So it was kind of easy for me to tap into a melody. And the name of the song, yes, Tobago, 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 because that's where the song started. I started a melody saying, Tobago, 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 it's that time again. And, that's what I did. That's how the song started. And I put it on a voice note. I think about 2 weeks, I just kind of tweaked the words and I send it as a voice note to the producer, Andy Davis in Tobago. A good friend of mine, worked with him before. And I was like, what do you think? He was like, give me 3 days and we're going to come up with something. I'm going to send you an idea and tell me what you think. And he just took off and he did the job and it was amazing. I wanted the project to be done in Tobago by Tobago musicians, Tobago artists, singer, background vocalists, all of that stuff was Tobago. Iron Man, Marlon Samuel, schoolmate of mine. He had the guitarist and he did the bass, he did the full production. And when I got there in June for a week, we just edited and we just say how we're going to structure the song. And then he worked from there. And this is what it was. Lyrically, it's all about mostly the events of Carnival, Tobago meeting at Shore Park on the Junction. We talk about the Calypso Rocks Glow, Fog Angels, all Mud Mass, all of these things and them that contributed to the Carnival in Tobago. And that's what it was. That's what the lyrics is about. The melody, a lot of people love the melody. They love the production because the production is what brings everything together. And lyrically, it just goes from there. It's amazing. People love it, and that's what we try to accomplish,
So I know that the name Tony Burton is very synonymous with carnival and soca music in Tobago, but for the very, 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 very minute number of who may not know who Tony Burton is, just take some time out to give them the history of the man that is Tony Burton.
I started with Jackie Johnson XL in Tobago. That would be like 1996 all the way to the year 2000. Sing with Andy McPhee, Jackie Johnson XL. We travel all over the place, all over, up the islands, Trinidad, Tobago. But we were prominent at Tobago Band. We performed with some of the biggest, Born Jamaicans and all of these shows and them in Shore Park. So, I born and grew up in Tobago. I started there. And then after that, I moved on to, I lived in Trinidad and worked with Atlantic with Destra Garcia, Ronnie McIntosh. And then eventually I moved to the US. In about 2003, created a band called Island Vibe out there with my in-laws, family members and stuff like that. Kind of contributed to everything. Did a lot of clubs and stuff like that. And then I kind of took a step back because of family life. And then I moved to California. And last year I kind of decided to really be back home and contribute to the art form every year. And, the music is just going, a lot of music in my head. And that's it.
No, I know that you said you're coming back and forth with Tobago every now and then. There are a lot of younger soca artists coming up on the island now. I don't know if you have been doing any work with them, you're doing any sort of mentorship, any kind of guidance in the terms of helping them build their skill set and their career.
This is something that I really wanted to do. I was actually talking to the producer, Andy. I haven't really had the opportunity to really connect. I'm going to be there in October for the whole month of October. I think most likely from the 1st to the end of Carnival. And I would love to, I had the opportunity to really connect with like Verse. I saw Verse yesterday, actually Sunday at the show. He was there, he did his thing. Very, very talented brother. Had the opportunity to just briefly chat with him. My thing is, yes, I've been doing it for a while. I'm totally a different individual when I'm on stage. Mentorship is something that I love to really do with anyone. I'll be there and we're going to try to set up something where we could connect with most of the younger artists and them, because performing on stage is all about the confident, first of all, you got to love it to be able to do it, you have to love it to do it. And to love it, you have to have a certain kind of confidence about you. Because once you're on the stage, for me, once I'm on the stage, I might be a little nervous before I get the microphone in my hand. But once I get it, it's all on, So these are the things that young artists, I remember myself looking at myself in the mirror so many times and trying to picture what I'm going to do on stage and stuff like that. So it's really important as a mentor. People mentor me before, some of the greatest, some of the even family members like my uncle and even my friends, my good friends that have been around me, advising me musically and stuff like that. So mentorship is something that it's great to really give back to the younger ones. I'll be there and we're trying to set up something like that where we can connect with the younger artists and do like more stage presentation. You have to love you have to love it. You have to come across so confident and so controlling. So yeah.
So Mr. Burton, you mentioned that you would be in Tobago for the entirety of October this year. I don't know if this would be your first time in Tobago for the Tobago Carnival, for the October Carnival. If not, tell us what you think of the October Carnival, the importance of the Carnival, and why you would think it's necessary to bring your song out for the Tobago Carnival.
Because, perfect example, the Tobago Carnival is important. It's important to me because, again, putting myself back into it reminds me of when I was there doing it before. And I love the fact that, because when you really think about all the islands having their own carnivals, it's great that Tobago has its own. I was there last year. I had a song called Remember, where I was playing tribute to the older ones in the art form, people who have been doing it for a long while. So I am going to be there this year as well. Tobago. This is much more a stronger connected song because of lyrically what it's saying. Carnival in Tobago, it's the greatest show. We have to believe that, but I know we have a lot of talent in Tobago. We have a lot of talent, the culture, everything about it. Tobago Carnival itself is on the rise, and it's very important for me being in it because it brings me back to where I started. Yeah.
And what do you think about the Tobago Carnival as a sort of a platform for Tobago artists to really get that national recognition? Because I know over the years it has been very difficult for Tobago artists to make that breakthrough. And we saw last year that a Tobago-based artist, Juby, he was able to really get that national push because he was able to utilize the Tobago Carnival as a springboard to really get his song into the Trinidad space in the turnover year, which was 2025.
Yeah, you're right, because again, exactly the same thing. The same thing happened to me many years ago. I was singing with Jackie Johnson Excel, being in Trinidad as a guest appearance in shows and stuff like that. Eventually gave me that opportunity to be seen, and then I was able to really transition from Tobago to Trinidad fully, and worked with one of the biggest band, Atlantic. This platform, Tobago, again, once we keep doing what we gotta do and strengthen ourselves as musicians, then it would be much easier to really be able to compete or stand alongside any island. Trinidad, which is our sister island, any island, Grenada, whatever it is. Tobago has a lot of great musicians. They have a lot of great musicians, producers as well. It's just that everyone's got to strengthen their craft and, do what they got to do. But it is a great platform. Tobago right now is being seen. It's really coming up. I was impressed with the fact, as I said, even back to Tobago, they've seen the Tobago people, the Tobago culture, everything in New York. It is really amazing. So it is a great platform to be seen. There's so much social media and all of that stuff. It's just that what we have to do is always make sure that whatever we are putting out has to be as strong as possible to really stand against anything else. And yeah.
And as we speak about platforms, do you have any intentions of collaborating with any of these Tobago soca artists, these Tobago-based soca artists, and not just collaborations, but also towards giving them access to the networks that you may have in the United States as well?
Not as yet. I've been, who did I spoke to recently? I think I spoke to Culture B recently. I haven't been connected with the brothers and them for a while because I was there in last year, but wasn't for this lengthy time. This year I'll be there for a longer time. I will be there for a longer time, and I'll be able to really connect with a lot of musicians. As I said, it was really great connecting with First on Sunday. We didn't get the chance to really chat for a long time as yet. And we were just chatting back and forth about, what he did last year, how he struck it out and really learn his craft and getting better at it. And even after both of our performance, we just chat briefly and stuff like that. So being there, haven't really thought about that collaboration as yet. I think a collaboration always has to be with someone you could really feel that you could really connect with and have a conversation and have an idea, bounce an idea. I think this year being there for a whole month, for the whole season, will give me the opportunity to really even get much closer to the artists and them that is there. I might more be familiar with, perfect example, I'm more familiar with Sherwin because, these are pretty much around the same age group, and he have done exactly what I have done, being in the Trinidad circuit for a long time. So for the younger ones and them, who's trying to do it, that is more of a conversation that really can be happening when I'm there for the month, because I'll be around in the art form and I'll be able to see and connect with everyone,
Okay, Mr. Button, and finally, in terms of your single, where can persons find your music? Is it out on the airwaves in Trinidad and Tobago just yet? Which streaming platforms?
Actually, so far what we've done is we kind of still have it because it's pretty new. We still have it. We actually right now doing a video for it. We shot some of the video footage in New York, Tobago Day, Tobago when I was there, and actually up here. So right now we're putting the video together, and then we're gonna release it. We're trying not to really just release the audio without a visual. So that's what we're doing right now. In Tobago, it's available at Tambourine. It's available at 91.9. So you should be able to, all the Tobago people should be able to really say, connect with the radio and say, could we hear this and stuff like that. But it's available there. We're trying to make sure we get it rotated more. and so we could really be a lot more in almost all the events for October coming.
And for promoters who may want to book you for their shows, how could they get in contact with you to make any bookings?
They could get in touch with me by David Reed. He's on Instagram. Tyrone Gray is on Instagram. He's on Facebook. Remember the names: David Reed, Tyrone Gray, Instagram and Facebook. These are the guys who really connect and get everything sorted out for myself. Even my name, Burton Tony, it's easy to find us. Just shoot us a message and we can really get a conversation going and connect.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Tony Burton, soca legend, Tobago soca legend. Thank you for joining us here.
Best. I'm excited to be there and just burn the stage down, you know.
Thank you very much for joining us here on Tobago Updates Morning Show, and we wish you all the best in the upcoming Tobago Carnival season.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you in Tobago in October.
All right, will do. See you there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Tony Burton, and he came on here to speak about his release for the Tobago Carnival labeled Tobago. Yes, it's titled Tobago. Unfortunately, that's all we have for you all this morning, but the programming on Tobago Updates does not stop here. Up next, we have GMT. So do us a favor, share the live, share the live, share the live. GMT is up next.
Promised you more action from the Dodds Diving Championships in this week's episode, and you'll get just that, along with details about a new tourism grant program, a wholesale market scheduled for next week, and much more. Spend the next few minutes with me as I bring you the latest in the Tobago House of Assembly. This is 116.
One. Six. Beautiful island.
Charlottesville was the place to be last Saturday for the Dodds Diving event. From daring leaps to picturesque scenic views, here's a look back at the action that had the crowd on their feet.
Wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper, underground methods. Dive notch holes, get the most, not the lizard. Straight terror, product of your errors. Pushing culture, baby, got that product you can measure.
The Division of Tourism is offering grants of up to $50,000 for projects aimed at preserving Tobago's heritage, enhancing communities, and boosting tourism. Now, you can apply for these grants through your area representative's office. Visit the Division's social media platforms for more details. Our Little Voices have spoken. Congratulations to the winners of the Little Voices Big Heritage Competition hosted by the Assembly Legislature. And of course, a big shout out to all the participants. Parents, please keep an ear out for details on the prize giving ceremony. The wait is over. The Tobago Farmers Wholesale Market officially launches on Wednesday, 27th August 2025 at the Shore Park Food Hub from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. This monthly event, held on the last Wednesday of each month, offers fresh, healthy produce straight from local farmers at unbeatable wholesale prices. Don't forget your reusable market bags and join the farm to table movement. The Community Care Outreach event hosted by the Division of Food Security and the Division of Health took place at the Shore Park Food Hub, and there was something for everyone. Technical staff of the Division of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development joined a workshop hosted by the Ministry of Planning in conjunction with the UN Risk Management. The Ministry of Planning also joined forces with the United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction. The session explored ways to integrate disaster risk reduction into the National Biodiversity Strategy and Action Plan, aligning with the coming Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework to safeguard nature, build resilience, and promote sustainable ecosystem use in Tobago. And that's a wrap for this week's episode of 116. For all of our episodes, or just to stay connected with the Office of the Chief Secretary, follow us on all of our social media platforms. I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards, and we'll catch up in our next episode.
One. 6. Beautiful island.
This career day is one of the most important days in the lives of the students, because these students are just discovering themselves, and we want to expose them to as much possibilities as possible, so that at the end of the day they will not only be limited to what they knew before, they will see, well, okay, maybe all the time I was stuck thinking that I wanted to do this, but there is something better for me to do. So better exposure, better choices means that you have a greater chance to succeed in life.
We have about 30 different booths. The professions vary from tertiary education to entrepreneurship, to employment after college or after high school, which is WASA. We have THTI, we also have MIC, COSTAT, and we have makeup artists, nail technicians, and barbering going on the inside of the building as well. Our theme this year is Step Out into New Possibilities, and I want my students to understand that it's not just a closed-minded thing where it's just early morning work for them. It's more creating your own employment, finding new ideas to create employment in Tobago. Don't sit and wait for somebody else to employ you.
It's wonderful is for us to get to know more about the careers that are out there that we need. If we want, we could join and become someone in life and to end up on the streets or begging for little dollars and $2. I want to become a policeman to bring law and order to the society of Trinidad and Tobago.
It's a fun thing to let the kids learn about what they have to do in life and thing. My favorite part is the cooking part.
I think it is very inspiring to the upcoming youths.
I have been at a couple of career fairs in the sense of teaching children how to trim. Also, barbering is it's something that is be overlooked, I should say, but is one of the most essential part of grooming, because men need to be groomed in order to go out to places, whether it be the workplace or out at parties, etc. And it tends to be overlooked. So I choose to come to the career fair to promote myself and also to teach people how to become a barber.
I believe in career fair because it allows for an opportunity for students to understand what career path that they would like to go into, and stepping into your new possibilities is one of the things I think is a good team, and what it allows for students to understand that they have to know their purpose, they have to know what they desire in life, and from that build on their brand and what they want to become as future generations.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. I am your host, Chanel Felix. And you know, whenever you see me here, it's because we're about to have those conversations that you want to have while I ask those questions that you want asked. But before we get into this morning's interesting topics and conversations, let's have our news in 90 seconds. We are starting today's news with some news of crime. A chopping incident occurred last night on the Scarborough Esplanade. Reports indicate that Derek Williams from Trinidad had one of his hands severed and sustained multiple chop wounds to his head. Williams was transported to the Scarborough General Hospital for treatment. Further details will be given in a subsequent newscast. Additionally, concerns have emerged in Tobago over the reliability of the island's ambulance fleet. The Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection announced that several ambulances will undergo routine inspections, assuring the public that the emergency services will not be disrupted, as replacement units will be on standby. While Secretary Dr. Faith Brebner emphasized the importance of reliability, Minority Leader Kelvon Morris criticized the move, arguing that checks suggest malfunction rather than maintenance, calling the situation trickery and disgraceful. And finally, concerns are mounting over the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service's handling of threat to Defense Minister Wayne Sturge, as the opposition questions why no arrests have been made despite detailed intelligence. Opposition leader Penelope Beckles-Robinson criticized authorities for failing to act on intelligence, linking a lawyer to illegal quarry operators and a senior military officer to the alleged plot. She said the inaction undermines public confidence and contradicts government's claims that citizens are safer. Enhanced security has been implemented for Sturge and his relatives, standard for Ministers of National Security. And that was our news in 90 seconds. Now, guys, this morning, before we get into our conversation, we are going to bring you just a bit more of that content that you so enjoyed yesterday from the Tobago Day celebrations that took place in New York on Sunday. Here you go.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest. We protect. Everyone benefits.
Quartz is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Quartz Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Quartz Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
Coconut Todd's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meats served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Oh, hi. Hear ye, to all my Tobagonian people from far and near. All you could imagine they flying me and Valentine all the way to New York this year. From upstate Charlottesville all the way to, where we there? Nazareth High School. Man, we promise to bring all the flavor that will make you drool. Jag your bone, Mr. Fiddler.
Oh, hi. They say roses are red and violets are blue. On this auspicious day, the bride and groom go say, I do. In Tobago, marriage does stay tight. Once you know how to go down low in the night, you have to hush your mouth and reach home fast. Cook the sweat rice, your marriage sharp last. So if you're looking for a good woman and man, come to Tobago and try your hand. Drag your bow, Mr. Fiddler.
When we outside, it's an ocean of love. All that we align up to the stars up above. Let we dance now, take a chance now with me. And we go down till morning. Look, the moon gone sleeping. Tell them we not leaving till the last drop of a canal is madness in the capital. So I feel like I'm running down again. Jump and shake the ground again. Wave with all my friends and them. No place like home. I feel like I'm running down again. Jump and shake the ground again. Wave with all my friends and them. No place like home. This one going and fog up the place.
Lauren, you better wake up. I need a jet plane to take me non-stop. I can't stay in New York City when there is sunshine and fun in my country. And the Texas with the jamming, with Callian and Charlie's Rouge clashing. Everyone happy partying, and I'm freezing in Brooklyn. Darling, Lauren, don't cry, I'm leaving. I can't miss this jamming. Got them steel band beating, and woman background shaking. If the bug bites you, baby, then you could come and join me inside Redemption Steel Band, jamming on some man, woman. Bang, 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 bang. Come on, Lauren, sing along with me.
long I've been waiting for. Carnival. So long I've been waiting for. You done book? You pick it done book? Well, here what to do. I'm going to jump to me, right? You ready? Take a jump. What? As we meet the preaching kid, as we meet up with, as I see I'm afraid and then he's back and all. As we meet the preaching kid, as we meet up with, what? As I see I'm afraid and then do this, pump it. Hey, I see ya. Just put your hands in the air. What? If you know you're not tired, listen. It's a kind of feeling when all the rocks waving and the whole crowd singing and everybody. Whoa! It's a kind of feeling when the punching hit me. That is the best feeling. Whoa! So when all they come in effect, we don't want the bad vibes, wrong, yeah. When all they come in effect, all we want is good vibes. Cause the carnival so nice and it full up. One, take a jump. As we meet up with, as we meet up with, as I see him, he's back and all. As we meet up with, as we meet up with, as I see him, friend and then he's back and all. Miss so she Miss so she without put on the fire, yeah. It's a record to I don't know about you, I come here to fetch, come to play on
Could all of you just come forward for a photo op?
Provided by my sister, Muddy, and the music jamming by foreign bass. If you see God and them mash up the place, mash it up, mash it up, mash it up. Tobago Pussy, we here to stay. Tobago Pussy, we here to stay.
This group of persons, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the first creme de la creme of team. Put your hands together for every one of them. And they have worked very hard to bring team to where it is today.
Come, let us make some noise for Tobago. Tobago, good evening. I am happy to be here along with the Chief Administrator. We also have a few other members of the THA who are somewhere in the mix, I think. Assistant Secretary Tate is here and Sonny Craig is here. But we are here because we appreciate all our Tobago people, even those of you who live out here in the United States and elsewhere around the world. And so every year when we come here is to touch base with you and to remind you that you are still very much Tobagonian and you have the support of the Tobago House of Assembly. Tomorrow when we meet at Medgar Evans, we will get into some details about how you can invest back home in Tobago and how your government and the island of Tobago have been taking care of you and will continue to do so. I see a lot of good people, good folks, good music, good vibes, and so we're happy to have all of you outside here today. So let's make some noise again for Tobago. Let's shout Tobago, Tobago! Tobago! Tobago!
Oh no, Chief!
It's an honor for me to present this to you. Whereas Brooklyn served as a proud and vibrant borough with a local reflection of the world's cultural diversity. And it is time-honored tradition within the United States House of the Representatives to take a moment to reflect on the many contributions and positive impacts made by members of our larger community. And I would not read all the way as we're gonna go down. Now, therefore, I, Yvette D. Clark, Member of Congress representing the 9th Congressional District of New York, do now acknowledge Chief Secretary Farley Chavez, Mr. Chavez, Augustine, with great honor and recognition. This is from Yvette D. Clark, and let it be known that this is recorded in Congress, despite some folks don't want us to be there. So thank you.
Put your hands together for your Chief Secretary. What an honor. What an honor.
So welcome everyone. My name is Ronaldo John, the founder of Bago Boy, the author of Bago Boy. The reason why we are here today is to promote Bago Boy the brand, Bago Boy the book, Bago Boy turning dreams into reality through faith and resilience, Bago Boy the foundation, where we are here to encourage and support young boys, young men within communities in Tobago. Support Bago Boy, support the initiative, support the movement. It's everything good, it's everything Tobago, it represents the island of Tobago. And we are here today in New York, spreading the good news, spreading the joys. We have Bago Boy with us. This is the book, grab a copy today. It's available on Amazon. Thank you, God bless you.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and look, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up and look. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show. Live more.
I can remember as a child playing marbles, knocked down ginger was so much fun. The girls played with their dolls and the boys played cowboys and Indians. As we got older, there was no pressure. Life was good in the neighborhood. Now tradition is gone, the roles are reversed. It's all a bag of mix-up, 'cause the world's upside
morning, and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. Guys, this morning we continue with a bit of entertainment. I have the privilege this morning of sitting and chatting in studio with Miss Kitty Corbin, who is an international recording artist, as well as Mr. Jafaya, who is a singer and songwriter. Good morning, guys, and welcome.
Bless the Lord. Thanks for having me on Tobago Update, you know.
Excellent. It's a pleasure to have you in this morning. And you guys are coming and you're talking about new music, original music. Tell us a bit about yourself as artists for the persons who are not familiar with your content. How long have you both been in the game? And how important is this new release for you?
You want to go first?
Okay, I'm Kitty Corbin from London. I'm a singer-songwriter promoting my track Golden Rule. At the moment, I am just happy and delighted to be here.
Excellent. Jafaya.
Yeah, well, you know, Jafaya is just a humble servant of the Most High, you know. Vessel in comfort, just do the work and remind people them about their own self, you know.
Right. Tell us about the connection between you and Miss Kitty and how did that collaboration come about?
Well, I was out in London on the Rebirth tour. Just gave me like June, you know, and while I was in the studio doing some work, I ended up had the privilege to meet up with Kitty Corbin still, you know. So we had some conversation and she said she would be coming to Trinidad and she wanted to move about, get some interviews and these things. So we keep the link, you know, and here she is on the soil, both of us working same way, and soon they were here with on the 23rd and we will get summer blast in Sandy Grand in Trinidad, so we here on the ground, you know.
Excellent. And Miss Kitty, tell us what is the golden rule?
Golden rule is to respect yourself. You keep cool and uplift yourself. And don't be a fool, just protect yourself with strength and faith and confidence.
Excellent. Jafaya, tell us a bit about that tour that you went on, you know, in the UK. Tell us a bit about what it was about, you know, who are some of the persons that you collaborated with?
Well, that tour was really to uplift the face of Jafaya TBI, you know, and to get the people to take it more serious, because the mission is very serious and far and wide among the people you have to reach out to. So starting off with the Rebirth tour, we had like things like workshop where we're teaching people how to use herbs, how to prepare ital, how to use like sea moss and make drinks and things from natural, because a lot of people into the health, but they don't know how to prepare certain things. So that was one of the journey. I ended up in like 4 or 5 different magazines around the world, and I ended up in the Culture Style Week in Wood Green or Greenwood?
Wood Green.
In Wood Green Mall,
yes. Right?
You can go to Wood Green Mall right now and see my face on the glass in certain places in Wood Green Mall with a bio. Trinidad was born, you know, displaying Rastafari liberty within the banner of the country and representing as ambassador still, you know, and we had collaboration like with Sparky Rugged, A-Star, and next collaboration with A-Star as well, do a lot of singles as well, you know, and perform here and there all over London, just promoting my new song called Peace in the Place.
Right, and do you feel like there is that support and there's that network, you know, of persons internationally who are really willing to embrace not just the music, but the culture and the ideologies behind what it is that you are putting forward? And how do you bring that back home and have that mix of both local and international interactions?
Well, it was very overwhelming, you know, because the people them embrace we, accept we, so that's why we're here now to share it, Tobago Update and a lot of media, so people can understand what takes place within the Rebirth tour. And as well as we say, I meet the sister and she's here as well, and we're working on the ground to offer good spirits, you know.
Right, and tell us about your single, your release.
Well, my single, Peace in the Place, it was a song I was working on before I went to England. So I had to release it in England by the time it was prepared. But it was also produced by the eye, you know, and hats off to all the musicians that work hard to make it what it is today, you know, even the man who makes it and master it.
Right.
You know.
And Miss Kitty, tell us a bit about some of the support and the reactions that you've been getting since you have been in Trinidad and Tobago promoting the music.
Well, you know, coming home for me is always a pleasure, and the people, everybody that I seem to meet and come across, everyone is just so warm and welcoming. You know, when I say I'm a singer, and they say, "Oh, me want to hear you sing on this, and I look forward to this," and I tell them about the 23rd of August, Summer Blast. I am so looking forward to that. So everyone is just really great, and being in Tobago, right here, right now, phenomenal.
Excellent. Jafai, tell us a bit about Summer Blast. Tell us about the time, the date, what can we expect from that experience?
Well, big up to the promoters them on Summer Blast, you know, Cornerstone, Mountaintop Family, and Zion Yard, you know, bringing this event alongside one of the big acts, Courtney Melody, you know, Anthony Q, Elementa Surprise, and our next artist, I forget his name right now, but alongside Kitty Coben, Jafaya, and Chabantan, and many more Trinidad artists, but it's an event going to be very lit because a lot of entertainment, a lot of energy going to be there, a lot of positive vibe, because the whole concept about the show is bringing back the love in the community. So that's what it's really about. So Summer Blast is an event where people can come and full enjoy yourself, elevate yourself, free up yourself before the school up, you know.
Excellent. And tell us about, you know, the importance of that community, not just as it pertains to the music, but as it pertains to helping to revitalize that level of positive interactions within the community, especially amidst the high crime rates that we're facing in Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, for over years now, the music has been a medium, you know, to bring that peace, to bring that unity, to bring that togetherness in every community. Because when you listen back in them time when we used to listen artists like Garlic, Silk and Sizzla and all them and them day, that was how we shaped the way we is today. And hold that positive and that conscious meditation. Likewise, the music that's having today now, a lot of people embracing it, but they don't have that kind of substance. So we know we're trying to use back the music again to bring forth that togetherness among the youths, among the people, the elders, everyone in the community, to hold that togetherness. You know?
Excellent. And even as we wrap up our conversation this morning, I just want each of you, you know, to remind the people of who you are, your latest single, and why it's important to support it and where they can actually listen to the music.
Okay, Kitty Corbin, Golden Rule is my single. You can get it. You can watch it on YouTube. You can go on Delicate Productions and see my material. You can link me on Instagram, Soul Searching Sister, also on Facebook and TikTok as Kitty Corbin.
So, excellent.
Thank you.
Right, you can look out for my single on every streaming platform, you know. Go and look it up, just type in Peace in the Place, Jaffa TBI, or you can just stream it, support it, buy it, you know what I mean? And check me out on TikTok, check me out on Instagram, you can check me out on Facebook at Jaffa TBI, you know. And you can check me out on YouTube at Jaffa TBI, the one, you know.
Excellent.
Yeah,
well, we want to wish you all the best for the success of the release of your recent singles, and all the best with that concert that's happening in August and Summer Blast. And the date again?
23rd.
The 23rd of August. That's actually this weekend coming.
Yeah, this weekend coming, yeah.
The 23rd. And it's hosted where?
Sandy Grande.
Sandy
Grande. Yeah, Toko Main Road.
The 23rd of August in Sandy Grande. Guys, you heard it here. If you know this is your type of vibe, your type of energy, you know, you're into that positive vibration of music and just having that positive community, then this is probably the event for you. And you'll have the opportunity to interact with the two artists that are here with me this morning. Guys, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back right after this. See you soon.
So easy to take another's life. How long can you hear the people saying?
Skibidoo bang bang, yours truly Juby representing for Neon, a tribal affair by Highlighter Entertainment. We are here.
Tobago, are you ready?
Highlighter Entertainment's Neon A Tribal Affair. Costume sales are live. Register now at highlighterentertainment.com. This is Carnival meets culture. Rhythm meets rebellion. Neon is calling. And your moment is now. Light up the night.
I jamming on the pavement with Neon.
Hair goals, we've got them. At S&R Hair Fantasy, we provide a wide variety of quality hair, the latest hair accessories, adult toys, skin lightening products, female underwear, and much more under one roof. Check us out on Shelbourne Street in Plymouth or call us at 317-0808. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. S&R Hair Fantasy for queens who know exactly what they want.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest. We protect. Everyone benefits.
Quartz is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Quartz Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Quartz Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. this is your show. More, live more.
Yeah. Hey. Tobago updates. Good morning, Tobago. Let's go, go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear my neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power. We are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers. We are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying. Tobago is number one. I am you and you are me. Together we stronger. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago.
Morning and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. This morning we continue our conversation and we are chatting with Agricola. This morning I have the privilege of sitting and chatting virtually with Mrs. Marcia Kwame. Good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, Tobago.
Good morning. So we hear that Agricola is celebrating some SEA students post-examination. Tell us a bit about what that really is. What have you been doing to give back to the community as it pertains to that SEA examination?
All right. Well, first of all, good morning and thanks for having us on. Agricola has been doing this SEA Bursary Awards for a little over 30 years, believe it or not. Of course, in those days, it was probably called Common Entrance. But the entire program really seeks to assist parents in providing some financial relief for the children who wrote the SEA exams. So members are invited to send in their requests after the student completes the exam. They send in the information, and what we do is we have two sets of awards. So we give awards based on merit, those children that would have done exceptionally well, and then we have those that are based on need. So we have some short discussions with the parents, find out exactly, what's happening in the homes, how we could assist. And what we do is provide bursaries. So they get bursaries. They're 5-year bursaries where we support the children throughout the full 5 years of secondary school, 2 years and 1 year, depending on the needs as well as the results that the children get. So we've been doing this, as I said, for a little over 30 years, and we broke down the awards into two. So we have the Tobago leg and the Trinidad leg. So the Trinidad leg took place on Saturday gone, the 16th, and the Tobago leg takes place on this Saturday for us to award the children. I think we have a total of about 16 kids in Tobago, and so we're doing that. This year, we've added a workshop. So we would have had our Trinidad students workshop, and we have our Tobago leg today. And that workshop basically gives them, some information on financial planning, social media, skills, different things that would be relevant to them as they move into secondary school.
Right. And tell us what these bursaries look like. Is it that it covers the fee for school books and uniforms? What does it look like?
Well, we would have loved to be able to do that. At this point, we are giving $1,200 for the bursaries. So that would cover, well, it will assist in some way, I'm sure. It's not the full thing because we know the cost of books is very high, but it does go a long way to assist, especially in a household where parents may have more than one child. Yes, so that is the amount that we give this at this time.
Excellent. And, tell us about, you said that this program this initiative has been around for about 30 years. Tell us about how it has grown and evolved and what are some of the changes that you're seeing? Because, you know, we've heard that now more than ever, parents are coming on and applying for these bursaries, you know, based on economic circumstances. So tell us about how that has evolved over time.
Yes, well, as you have just mentioned, we know that the need is great, and as time progressed, we saw more students applying for the bursary. What we also would have recognized over time is that the needs sometimes don't change. The households are faced with some of the same issues. There is, you know, a lot of assistance that's needed, especially in single parent households. So we've seen that throughout the years. That has been basically consistent. Maybe the number of students being awarded would have increased based on, you know, person's needs. What's good about it is that we have accounts open for the children as well, so that we encourage them. Part of that, the whole exercise is to encourage them to save as well, because we know that what we are giving is not enough to cover everything.
Right, and this is for persons who are members of the credit union. Right. So moving forward, persons who are not members of the credit union, who do have children that are in primary school, they may be more likely to sign up with Agricola Credit Union and benefit from that in the future.
Yes, so we do, our membership consists of persons in the government services as well as subsidiaries. So the bond is not an open bond open to the public, but persons who are in the various ministries, THA, and those organizations can join the credit union. The hope is that when you join your children, your spouse, so that your families are part of the organization and everybody benefits. We have persons who would have gone on from that bursary to do very well in secondary school, so much so that we have some scholarship winners in between. We had one recently as well from Tobago. So we usually get good results actually from the Tobago kids.
Excellent. Well, you know, this is an amazing initiative, and we want to thank you for ensuring that our Tobago students are included in that. Is this something where you are also looking for other corporate entities to come on board, support, partner, be a part of this type of initiative to be able to boost or, you know, expand what you are currently doing to maybe possibly meet more students?
Well, that is something that we haven't had a full discussion on, but it's definitely something that we would want to look at, simply because, as you said, we can do more. So even if it means maybe partnering with some bookstores or something of that nature, but we haven't had any discussions. We would look at it in general. What we want really is for us to be able to ensure that we give the children a good start. Like specifically with the workshop that we're having today, that will give them some information on how they're managing whatever little allowances they're going to get, how they're spending their money. Is going to talk to them about social media. You know, as they hit secondary school, there's going to be more temptation to be involved in social media, let them know the dangers and those things. So wherever we can, because the person in particular who's doing our session today on social media, that is somebody who's not a member. So we will pull persons in to have to partner with us so that we can deliver what we want for the kids.
Right,
and of course the delicious food that we're going to eat today.
Right. So where is this workshop being hosted today?
We are at the library, and we're supposed to begin at 9, but I think we may be a little late. But it's going to be for the full day, and we have them doing little assignments. We also have a program that I want to just briefly mention. It's called our Youth Ambassadors Program. What we are doing is recruiting our young members and training them in the ways of the corporate movement, so that Agricola has some persons that will be able to come on afterwards, after the old guards leave. So all these young persons from today's session will be signed up, and the youth ambassadors usually meet at the last Saturday of the month. And again, there are a number of programs that we host, fun activities for them as well, but mainly we're trying to teach them about the cooperative movement and how, that whole movement can benefit them as well as the community.
Excellent. And I'm guessing that this would also give them a great start in the corporate world as well, giving them a bit of an internship type experience as they go throughout high school.
Yes, correct. We have 3 of them actually in our Port of Spain branch now that who just finished exams, and they are working. They've been working throughout the July-August period to assist us. So, yes.
Excellent. Well, just remind us again of that Agricola SCA bursary, sorry, and that workshop that's happening today at the library. So persons know exactly what's happening if they just joined in on the conversation.
Sure, no problem. So this is Agricola Credit Union, and we are celebrating over 30 years of our SCA Bursary Awards. Students in Tobago that we'll be hosting today in our workshop. The workshop will include financial management tips on managing the social media, as well as information on our Youth Ambassadors program. It takes place from 9 at the library. We're hoping that all of the children will be in attendance today. And on Saturday, we celebrate everyone with a full award function. They'll be given certificates, the bursaries. We have a bag full of school supplies, stationery. So that is part of the tokens, as well as 1 or 2 other items of gifts for them. That takes place from 2 o'clock at the Nutrition Center. That's on Saturday. And persons can call the Agricola Credit Union, any of our offices.
Excellent. Well, we want to thank you so much, Mrs. Kwame, for your time this morning. I want to thank Agricola again for ensuring that Tobago's students are included in this initiative. Guys, we want to thank you for sticking with us this morning. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your comments, and all that you have been doing and continue to do to make Tobago Updates the #1 broadcaster here on the island of Tobago. Again, I am your host, Chanel Felix, and have a great day.
Wake up and hear me neighbor, 60,000 people strong.